Get ready for a cross-conference clash. The Giants have won 3 of the last 4 against the Raiders. But does Vegas have something up their sleeve? Find out next on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. On play action, it's Carr. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Gets past him at the 10. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. That one goes for 8 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. on second down. It's Drake, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't it? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
So out come the Raiders. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Now Carr again. Catch made. It's Moreau. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Snead's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Second down and goal. Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Well, this is what this Giant offense needed, a playmaker at the wide receiver position, and Kenny Golladay is a playmaker, no question about that.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it, try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. They'll run on first down. Barkley, with a juke. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. Shoves him aside, powering his way forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Tay Crowder able to make the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Carr now to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Dances by at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Carr completes it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And the Giants are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He completes it to Snead. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now Jones. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Tony. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Jones. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, that's That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Kadarius Toney, his intended target, but it's going to be second down. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Jones eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, though. Well, they time well, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Yeah, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early.